Fun fact number 80. Yeah, you can still hear me. I'm trying hard today and pushing it a little bit. Um, it's been over 2 weeks since I've been sick, since I got sick. I the most I've done is move my car so it doesn't get ticketed and go grocery shopping and mail something. Grocery shopping and mailing something all happen in the same day. I've taken some showers, gotten dressed a few times. I'm trying to work on the next book of short stories, but not too hard because it seems like my energy fades after a while. Um, I'm pretty sure what I have right now is a sinus infection. And I think I've said it before, and this is my here and now. I was supposed to do this yesterday, so you're getting it a day late. But hopefully I can be better at keeping up and scheduling. Um, but excuse me. Um, very much here and now. I think we've gone through, in the last 2 weeks, we've gone through about 40 tissue boxes. I think we're going to be out. I just took two more off the shelf and we don't have any left. So probably going to have to buy some more. I did a sinus rinse this morning. I did one last night. It's been hard to do sinus rinses before that because this was so plugged. And it was like, I could touch here and it's like, oh, that's warm. Touch here, it's burning up and the pressures and like right here, the bone right here hurts so bad. It just hurts so bad. So why don't I go to a doctor? Well, I don't trust doctors for the most part. But I mean, I think I've been misdiagnosed several times, and I know people who have died because they were misdiagnosed, so I don't really trust doctors, but for the basics. And even right now, when it comes to taking a statin for cholesterol, I think I'm going to come off of it. I just looked at the side effects again, and it can damage your liver, so I'm thinking no. But I might try this Indian gooseberry. I'm going to try to go to an Asian market sometime when I have the energy. Indian gooseberry or alum. Alum or amul? What did it say? Amla. Amla. And the amla berry. It's an Indian gooseberry, and it's supposed to be better for any cholesterol issues and pretty much a lot of the other issues that I have. So I'm going to see if I can find some amla juice at an Asian market and try that out for a month. You can hear that I'm not, and you can see the circles and everything else. And yeah, it's not. Here we go again. Not great. Like I said, did a sinus rinse this morning. Let's see how that goes. I'm gonna try to keep that up. And most people would say, why don't you go to a doctor? Why don't you get some antibiotics for a sinus infection? Well, I've done that before. And the sinus infection does go away. But then I get a yeast infection. And there is a pill I can take with the antibiotics that would prevent the yeast infection, but that doesn't matter because the sinus infection comes back a few days later. The antibiotics don't really get rid of the sinus infection. The only thing that helps is doing a sinus rinse, and I probably should do it 3 times a day, but sometimes I just don't have the energy, and I just started doing it last night for the first time because I had an airway to I think I tried it a week ago or yeah, about a week, 5 to 7 days ago. And the water just went because there was no getting through this. Now that I have a little space there, I'm trying to do the sinus rinse and hopefully you can notice the difference eventually that I have my voice back and I'm not blowing my nose every 5 minutes when I'm talking to you or coughing up crap. Because I think I've said it before on my feed that most people get sick and it might be a 24-hour bug or it could be whatever, but I have a compromised immune system because of allergies and it wasn't diagnosed until I was much older. And I've been doing things the past 20 years to try to make it better, and it is better because I'm by the ocean and because I take pre-probiotics and a bunch of other stuff to try to make it better. I don't like taking all the manufactured drugs like statins and things like that, but I'm trying to move away from some of that as well. But some of it is like the damage has been done and I have to take a pill to counteract the damage. So that's why I'm not taking antibiotics and going to a doctor because I've been around this long enough to know that that doesn't work for me. And not everything that a doctor says is going to work for you, and sometimes it's going to hurt you more than it helps you. So that's my take, really. And it goes back to having an irregular heartbeat and a heart murmur. And the person who discovered the heart murmur was surprised that I had a heart murmur, even though they sent me when I was 15 years old to get an EKG and everything else. I've had other heart things, tests and stuff like that, and they did an echocardiogram and saw that one of my valves kind of sticks sometimes and flutters and doesn't close all the way sometimes, and they said it's non-atrial fibrillation or whatever that is, and so I said, so what do I need to do? And they're like, oh, don't worry about it right now. And I'm like, oh, when do I start worrying? So now I'm just like, okay, whatever. I have a lot of faith that if I'm meant to still keep living and being here, that I'll still keep living and being here. I have a back issue. I have rib issue on this side. I have skin anomalies. And I think years ago I went and checked some of the skin anomalies and they just said, oh, it's just old age and blah, blah, blah. They removed 2 of my black moles that weren't anything, which I loved those black moles. It's just, yeah, I don't trust doctors, so it's really hard for me. Dentists, I don't trust either. That comes from I had braces, and when they got them off, they were just supposed to clean my teeth, and he drilled 2 cavities that weren't there and filled them because he thought I was somebody else. So yeah, but I had a good dentist here, but because I don't have the same medical insurance anymore, I can't have the same dentist. I loved him. I trusted him. I don't have a doctor I trust right now. And I basically go to a clinic that has doctors. That's my primary care. And one of the doctors is supposed to be my primary care, but I don't even remember what they look like, so it doesn't really matter. But so that's my take on it. So I'm doing what I can for me to try to make this better. Hmm. So you think I've been through 30, 40 Kleenex boxes in 2 weeks. And they're gone. There's not much left. There's no more on the shelf, so I'll have to get some more. If you think about coughing and blowing your nose through 30 or 40 Kleenex boxes, it is draining. So I do have, I don't know, 20 years ago maybe, I was diagnosed with chronic bronchitis, sinusitis, and tonsillitis. And so anything inflammatory is really bad for me for breathing. And this is bad for me for breathing. And I try not to take the things that the side effects aren't really good to keep breathing. Luckily, I don't have a job. So I don't know if that's luckily, but I kind of look at it this way. I'm not paying federal taxes because I don't make enough money. So I'm not supporting the regime, which makes me very happy. And um, I have time to lay around and have a fever one day and not be able to breathe the next. So, hey, I don't have to worry about going anywhere. I miss my karaoke. I miss dancing. I miss going to the ocean. I miss going for my walks. I'm going to try to go for a walk today. We see how much energy I have after everything. Here and now, I can see the ocean. It's kind of not that sunny or clear of a day, and there's a lot of wind. So it's a good day not to be out. If you've looked at my plants videos before, a lot of my plants are dead now. Most of them eaten by the deer. Deer. And my love life is just non-existent. I got off the dating apps. Oh, I think I'm off all the dating apps now because I realize it's just not. I met that guy Thursday night before I got sick. I met this guy, Aoven, if you're out there. Probably way younger than me, but gorgeous. You could tell, sweet, but he was vaping, stopped vaping and smoking. But gorgeous. But he was with somebody else who was so sweet, and I just figured they were together, so and I'm too old, but I'm trying to get away from I'm too old for these young boys because if they're right for me, I don't care. You know, maturity level would have something to do with it, and I still feel kind of guilty about their hopes and dreams because if they want to start a family or, live the rest of their lives with the person they love the most, and if that person is me and they're way younger, it's kind of sad and it doesn't feel right, but if it's right, it's right, and I'd be fine with it. I'm trying to get over that age thing. Um, what else? Have had people who I haven't heard for in 6 months reach out to me all of a sudden, which is weird. I've had people that I don't have a close relationship with or have spoken a lot with reach out to me. And I'm just like, I'm sick. One, I can't respond. And maybe that's a good thing that I can't be at karaoke and dance and the ocean and present in these people's lives because and really respond because maybe this is God's way of protecting me. Say you're too sick. You're too sick to take a shower today. Lay in bed. Eat toast, orange juice, And then the orange juice upsets my stomach and makes me runs. But hey, was that TMI? Oh well, too bad. You came here. I didn't come to you. Anyway, and even with my boys' BTS, I'm kind of distancing myself from that too. Not their music, not some of their songs, not who they are, but I'm seeing more and I'm kind of like, yeah, that world, even though they may have sweet souls, that world can start influencing your heart and your soul. And I can see it kind of, so I'm kind of um, standing back from that love in my heart, even though it's there, even though I'm army. Um, and I don't think I'm baby army, but whatever. That's a whole other thing. So that's what's going on there. That's the here and now. I'm still sick. I'm trying to do things, but not getting far. I'm applying for part-time jobs, hoping to keep my head above water. Trying to get people to buy my books. Uh, Trying to stop blowing my nose. I mean, I get angry and I cry because I just so tired. It takes so much out of me. So that's my here and now. Um, I want some positivity and some cuddles and some hugs. I want to become a professional hugger. Because that's one thing I noticed that there's a lot of people that really want to hug me. No, no matter what happens, they want to hug me. And then they're like, your hugs are the best. I should become a professional hugger. There's somebody at dance. She is the world champion in laughter or laughing. And I'm like, I want to be the world champion in hugging. I know some people who are professional cuddlers too. I don't know if I could go into a stranger's house and just cuddle. I don't know if they could just cuddle me. I mean, come on. But funny. Funny. See, like, am I even looking at the camera? I've been doing these for years. I know this was the new computer for me for, but like, do I look? Where do I look? Do I look? Wait. See if I look down. See if that's like me looking at me. And then that's if I look right there. Oh no. Anyhow, that's not here now. I'm still sick. I'm still trying. Um, and hoping. Yeah. Have a lot. I have a lot of things I can do. I don't have to do. And I did start going to the gym, but it's been over 2 weeks since I've been to the gym. I went to the gym that Thursday. I went to karaoke that night. I met that handsome boy. And Friday I had a fever. And it's been over 2 weeks. This past Friday was 2 weeks that I've been sick. And I haven't been back to the gym because I like to do laps, and if I can't get in the pool with this, which is probably not wise, probably already had pneumonia in these 2 weeks. But going swimming is probably not, and diving through the waves in the ocean are probably not recommended. So that's not happening, but I'm hoping to push it tomorrow maybe and go to the gym. Um, yeah, I'm thinking about going to the gym tomorrow. I was getting in shape, and then I've been laying around eating toast and drinking orange juice. So yeah, the in shape part is not happening right now. So I need to get back into that. But with this, I really want to swim, but I don't know. We'll see how tomorrow goes. And hopefully I'll have some more to give and some more positivity, hopes, and dreams, and beautiful things, me loves. Why am I talking that way? I don't know. What if I see my voice is much clearer if I speak like this? It doesn't sound so craggly. As you use different vocal cords for this range. Funny. I'm funny. Don't be mean. Be mean. You're so mean. Ciao Bellas. Here and now.